Hello everyone, welcome to today's episode of Oak Forest Audio, and to those of you who are in the US and who are celebrating, a happy Thanksgiving to you. Today's episode is going to be a short one. It's mostly just going to be my first impression of Sennheiser's new open back, the HD560S. I've spent about 12 hours listening to it and only it, and I have to say that thus far I'm impressed. Now, what I have next to me are some of the other open back headphones that are under 200 that I appreciate. I haven't done direct comparisons, but these are cans that I've owned for years and things I'm familiar with. So, what I like about the 560S, what I am thankful for right today on Thanksgiving, is its availability. Not only is it available in stores like Best Buy and Walmart, but it's from a company that a lot of people know and a lot of people trust that has a lot of recognition. I will start by saying, overall, I find the 560S is fairly balanced. I appreciate the low bass extension. I appreciate the relative neutrality kind of in the low mids. The central to upper mids are a smidge wonky, and then there is some top end brightness. But overall, it is a fairly linear, fairly neutral, fairly balanced listen totally. Now, myself as a listener, I tend to prefer or maybe tolerate some kind of maybe top end brightness or a little bit of bite. So I appreciate that the 560S has that tuning, right? Fairly linear in the low to central mids and then on through the bass. What I will mention is I don't have the HT600 present because I don't feel it's as detailed as that headphone. I don't feel that this for $199 is going to replace your HD6XX, replace stuff like a DT880, replace some of the nicer vintage AKGs, because I've got a K501 and this doesn't have the magic of that. What I appreciate, what I like, what I enjoy about the 560S is it's like a breath of fresh air. Sennheiser has launched a product that will hopefully redefine what the consumer tuning is and can be. Because in the past, when we think consumer headphones, right, Porta Pro is a wonderful example. I love it. It's a lot of fun, but it's dark, it's really thick, and it's kind of bassy. But it's a wonderful example of that consumer tuning, that darker, warm, kind of bass-heavy presentation. On the flip side, my first hi-fi headphone was something very bright, right? The DT880 has a little bit more top-end emphasis than what's natural. I dig it, I appreciate it. The DT990 and its, I would say, Chinese clone, right? The Supalux HD688B are very bright. They kind of have a contrast to the consumer tuning. So we've had these two options. You can do the consumer tune or you can do the hi-fi tune, which both are decent and they're good in their own right, but they're just not as balanced as this. You know, I mean, what I dig about it is, number one, it's lightweight. It doesn't need a lot to drive it. The clamping force is, it's quite a bit actually. It really kind of hangs onto your head, but it's not heavy or overbearing, so it stays snug. I don't have to worry about it moving around. Having that clamp is part of what gives you the really good bass extension. I'm thankful and appreciative of the 560S. I'm appreciative to see Sennheiser release this at a price point and then make it so available. You know, and my hope is that moving forward, this will be the new standard. You know, people who are lovers of music, who appreciate music, can pick this up in a wide variety of retailers and have a more balanced presentation than what they might have had in the past. Because again, in the past, when I got started in the hobby, there were the hi-fi headphones. I've got the 4XX, it's good, but it's not often available. Or you could get something like the DT880 or the 990, which could kind of fluctuate in price. You know, so there were some options that were available, but you had to look for them. I couldn't just walk into Best Buy and buy a phenomenal audiophile tuned headphone. Yes, there's the lower end, Sennheiser HD5 series stuff like the 98 and the 99, which I've heard them over the years, and they have more of that Sennheiser kind of body and decay than I like. But again, for me, I'm appreciative of the 560S. I'm appreciative of its relative balance. I really loved listening to it with the iFi Neo IDSD, and I'm just excited to kind of see a company this big hopefully push the hobby in this direction, right? I want to see more companies come out with a fairly linear, kind of flat, maybe slightly dark, slightly bright tuning for their open back headphones. Nonetheless, guys, I hope that you're all enjoying good food, the company of good friends and family. Hope you take today to kind of think about what you're thankful for, whether it's music, whether it's a hobby you like, whether it's people, whatever, right? Guys, in the comments below, let me know what you think of the 560S, the build of it. Let me know what questions you have, and let me know what you guys are thankful for today as well. Nonetheless, thank you for watching. I hope that you guys have an awesome holiday, and happy listening.